Hi Virgo, this is going to be your reading for the beginning of January 2022. Happy New Year, Virgo. It's good primarily for Sun, Rising, Moon, Venus, or Mercury placement of Virgo and tropical astrology, but it could resonate anywhere where you have Virgo in your natal chart, so be open-minded about that. Things could be opposite, roles could be reversed. Keep in mind it is a general message, so it's not going to resonate with all of you. If this doesn't resonate, Virgo, just try back next week. This message might not be meant for you, or check other placements in your natal chart here on this channel. You could find other messages there that you need instead, or additional messages to help you this month when you watch other placements in your natal chart. If you're new, welcome to Soma, Chandra Tarot. Subscribe and hit the bell, please, so you know when I read for your sign. I do read for you every week. Right now it's Soma, Chandra, Virgo. Okay, so moving into the beginning of this month, there could be some conflict, loss, and change. You do seem somewhat stressed out about it. It may have to do with your home and with money. You will have a decision to make. You may feel a little overwhelmed. Yeah. So strong seventh house activation. The seventh house is about very important and profound relationships. It's about intimacy and romantic partnerships, also friendships sometimes as well, business partnerships on occasion, although that's more fifth house. Something could be going on in a lower court of law for you as well. Aries energy is coming out as your challenge: independence, bravery, and passion. So Virgo, I think that an intimate and important relationship may be changing here. I think it might be ending. Your challenge is to get into Aries energy, or an Aries may be the challenge. Independence and bravery and following your own personal passion are called for at this time. If you have any Aries in your chart, it might be helping or hindering you. Also, I suggest looking at your Mars placement. It'll teach you your strengths and weaknesses on how you focus on how to fight for what's most important for you. What you need to know, though, is you will be granted a sextile in January, a combination of tension and flow, but there is a potential for a rewarding outcome and a rewarding situation. So the beginning of January, there will be tension, but there will also be flow. If you go with the flow and just work through the tension and just ride that wheel of fortune, there really is a potential in the end for a rewarding situation. You just have to be brave, find your passion, and focus on independence. I think some things are changing for you, maybe in a relationship or in a career situation or a living situation, that they will have a reward, and independence is key for you. They want you to surrender to a few things too. Surrender to your soul's path, Virgo. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth, despite how comfortable or uncomfortable it feels, okay? Embrace every lesson and every moment. I suspect that you guys are going to be somewhat challenged in the beginning of the month, wondering why some things are happening the way and unfolding the way they are unfolding. Your guides are reminding you that your journey is perfectly designed for the growth of your soul. Sometimes the path of least resistance is not beneficial for growth. So embrace what lessons can be learned here. Also, surrender your fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you're cared for always, whether you're afraid of change in a job, your health, or a relationship, or even if you fear aging or death, repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. There's something changing that you are afraid of and worried. They want you to try to release worry and fear at this time. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you. Some of you may feel a little lost. I mean, I have a King and Queen of Pentacles, the Tower, Justice, Six of Pentacles in reverse. This may be about marriage, family, or money. Also, surrender to the idea that you can fix somebody. The South Node is coming out. You're destined to release something. Advice in a relationship in particular, because I have a lot of court cards here, so there may be some important conversations that need to be had very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. You will need to make a decision. You may have been putting it off. I have the Two of Pentacles here. You do have a decision to make. Judgment is on the table. It's time to make the decision. You just have to decide what you want. Also, forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. Decide what you want, Virgo, what's most important. Forgiving and learning could possibly take place between yourself and another person if you allow it, if they allow it. Also, unrequited love came out. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep something going. So there's something unrequited between yourself and another person. But they also want you to let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. You guys make the most lovely friends. But sometimes Virgo can be really stoic and we don't always know what's going on with them. Sometimes I notice you struggle to open up. They're saying, hey, if you have friends around you, ask them for help. Move towards the connections with people that will support you and move away from connections with people where things are just not going well and unrequited. Just forgive and try to learn, but it's up to you. You're going to need to decide. Yeah. So the overall reason for the reading is the Seven of Pentacles. I think there's a pondering and a waiting for, like, almost waiting in futility. I think you're going to be thinking quite a bit about how much you've invested in something. You could have invested about 7 years in something, to be specific. The main challenge is the Six of Pentacles. It flipped itself into the reverse. I meant to read all in the upright. There may be a lack of reciprocity in a relationship. You may be in a one-sided relationship. You may be waiting for some kind of a payout and it's not coming. Someone may not want to pay you what they owe you. There may be a lack of equal give and take. Watch out for spending. It's time to take care of yourself and focus on debts that are unpaid as well. But I see that you might be waiting for some kind of a payout and it's not happening in January. You may want or need more and you may not be getting it, and you're going to start to wonder what to do. Waiting for some kind of a payout that's not coming is what I see here. A person in your energy, they are the Nine of Cups, the Fool of Aries, the Three of Wands to the Queen of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Aries energy down here. Also water energy. Virgo, well, first of all, if it's a woman, she's going to be very straightforward with you and not show you a lot of emotion. She's going to tell you what she thinks. I think this person is very focused on the future. They want wish fulfillment. They want to have something new happen in their life. They don't want to have a care in the world. I think they may be turning their back on you. They may be looking at a Queen of Swords if they're a man. Because their oracle cards, the untold truth of their heart, is clashing, differences, incompatibility, and conflict, resentment, stinging words, bitterness, and anger, and farewell, goodbye. This person is saying goodbye to something here with you, or maybe a job or something like that. That may be why you're so afraid. They're saying this will bring change. This goodbye will bring change, and it will lead you to a worry. But this person feels resentful towards you, and they're angry, and they also feel like the two of you clash more than you get along, and they really, really want to say goodbye, and you're destined to release this. Your cards that came out for you, Virgo, are the King of Pentacles, the Tower, Justice. This is more seventh house stuff, maybe something happening in a court of law to the Queen of Pentacles. Some of you are the king, some of you are a queen. I can see here that something may be blowing apart in a business contract, a marriage, or a serious relationship. This could also have to do with parents selling a home and splitting up an estate, or a marriage being split up. I feel like you want to be grounded and practical, but this is all kind of blowing your mind. The Tower usually happens when we're meant to allow for a sudden shift. It can feel very chaotic, but it will ultimately bring balance. Something may happen in court. And I see two people here separated by a need for justice and honesty and the shit really going down. And I think it will involve money. And this person may already have their eye on someone else. There could be 3 people involved here. So your action moving into the beginning of January is the Two of Pentacles. Well, this is better than the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is like, nope, I'm going to avoid this. I'm at an impasse. I'm going to kind of think about it and I kind of can't deal right now. You're going to be very practical, just like Virgos are. It's like, well, if I do it this way, this will happen. If I do it this way, this will happen. You may feel a bit overwhelmed and really busy trying to make that practical choice. Make sure you listen to your emotions. But I was like, okay, well, what are they trying to figure out? Ace of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Judgment. You guys, if some of you were thinking about developing a new skill or going back to school or learning something or getting a new job, here's your sign. I think something's hitting you really suddenly here. Like, oh God, what do I do? What if you could look at it like this, Virgo? What if you could look at it as whatever's going down might have been a necessary tower that will bring balance to put you on a path that's better for you? In January, you may be looking at getting a new job. You may receive some kind of a paper or a document that you look at. You may find something you've been looking for. I see a lot of you may decide to go back to school or develop a skill. And Spirit is saying, judgment, do not ignore the inner calling. You are having an awakening. I suspect, based on the other cards I see here, that it will be a difficult one. They want you to lean on your friends for support. I also see separation down here. You may be separating, and also peace and balance and friendship. So your oracle cards, the untold truth of your heart, is epiphany, realizations, understanding, and awakenings. You will, with judgment in the tower, be prepared for some massive awakenings and realizations that are necessary to help you move forward. You will have an understanding. I also have heart song, inner knowing, telepathy, and intuition. You have a deep inner knowing about what's happening here. You may feel telepathically connected to a person despite their anger and resentment. And established family triumph and security. This may surround family. This may surround a marriage. This may surround having triumph and security. You're going to have some realizations about that if this reading resonates for you. I also have peace and balance. Now, with the forgiving and the learning and let your friends help you, and peace, balance, and friendship, there could be a potential for you and this person to kind of let bygones be bygones, because the Five of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. I think you're mad, or this person's mad. Someone's fighting through some stuff. It may have to do with a home or where you live, and the saving money card. Oh my God, this King or Queen of Pentacles may owe you some money. I can't sugarcoat it. Something may have to go to court. But you need to know, Virgo, that this person is pretty satisfied. They don't want to have a lot of responsibility towards you, and they want to carve a new path for themselves that may involve a Queen of Swords, or they are a Queen of Swords. They're going to be pretty detached if they're the Queen. But there could be friendship here in the end. But there is also pride and ego coming off of one of you, and a confusion. It's very unclear. Watch out that you don't cling or watch this other person. You may be mad at what they're doing. You may feel like they really kind of left you out in the cold in some way. But what it's doing is pushing you towards something new, I believe. And you're just challenged to believe that you can be independent. You will be challenged to be brave and find what you're passionate about. I see you kind of digging into an earth energy. It's not that making the practical choice isn't right. Of course, you're going to make a practical choice. You're an earth sign. You're a Virgo. But what are you passionate about? There's going to be tension, but there will be flow. Let your friends help you. It looks like family will be affected, but this person really wants to say goodbye because there's a lack of equal give and take in the relationship. Yeah, you may need to discuss money. They're pulling back. They're saying, stop. Okay, Virgo, that's your message for the beginning of January. It seemed kind of tough. I don't like delivering tough messages, but I feel like it's maybe what a lot of you needed to hear. So I hope it helps you if it resonates with you. You can always book a private reading with me if you want to. The link to my website for coaching, counseling, astrology, and tarot readings, my website's in the description below. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Virgo. Take care. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.